My name is Kushan Sugarek, and I am here to present to you, I'm here to inform you of the different changes that need to happen in the workplace to make it a healthier environment for men and women to work and coexist in the work environment. Um, I'm here to inform you about the major issues that are at hand and the changes that need to occur in order for us to work together peacefully. Once we have all the problems on the table or issues at hand out in the open, then we can go ahead and discuss how to work them out and how to address the issues and make changes that need to occur. One of the issues at hand is maternity leave and related issues concerning that, and promotions involving women within the age-bearing years, rather, I should say. Another issue is wage inequality. Then there are attitudes of fellow employees and how to address those issues. Also, there's workplace violence. These are all issues that need to be addressed and things that need to change in order for us to work peacefully and coexist. These are all issues that have been around for some time, but continue to present themselves and that need to be addressed in order for us to go ahead and work well together. So for maternity leave and those issues, what happens is that women are judged or employed with the understanding that they have the ability to become pregnant, which is a normal thing. Women are the ones that bear children. They are the ones that raise the children and take care of the children. And that's not to say that men don't do that as well. But that is saying that generally women are the ones that are the more nurturing ones and that go ahead and take care of the kids. So when women come into the workplace, men see them as, okay, they're going to come to work here, but they're going to leave at some point to have these children. So they're choosing to not hire women in higher level positions because they're afraid of having to replace them when they're out on maternity leave. They are not promoting these women because they're afraid of the possibility of them becoming pregnant, which shouldn't be a reason to not be promoted. Women should not be promoted because they can become pregnant. They should not be promoted because, one, they don't do a good job or they're lacking in other areas. Now, those would be reasons to not promote somebody or to not hire somebody for that position. Now, then there's wage inequality. That is another issue at hand that has continued to be a problem. For every woman's pay rate, they get paid 77 cents to every dollar that a man makes. Now that's a significant difference in pay rate when you're thinking 77 cents to every dollar. That's almost a quarter of a quarter difference to every dollar, and that's a significant difference. And now the majority of the time, women are now starting to become the breadwinners and the ones that take care of and support the families, as opposed to men that are starting to kind of step back and stay home and be more of a housewife, so to speak. I know that sounds funny, but it is what it is. Now that means that these women are still getting paid less, even though they have the same education, they have the same degree, they have the same title, which they should be getting paid the same. So a lot of the problems that come into play are the fact that this is worked into the system. These companies, large corporations, are set at a rate, and they're half the time they're not even aware that these are factors. So this is just something that needs to be addressed, and women need to say, hey, I want to get paid when a man gets paid. I want to be paid equally because I'm doing the same job, working the same hours, and we need to be paid the same. Now, another issue is attitudes of fellow employees. There's a huge problem with attitudes toward women and negativity and the fear of, oh god, and not even fear really, just the factor that they are there are good old boys clubs, and they're not going to let the women's ideas come in because they think that their ideas are better, or the men feel that if just because it's a woman's idea that it's not a good idea. Now, with these attitudes, it was proven in a whole slew of women that had transitioned into men, and these men went back to work as men when they were women before, and they held the same position, they held the same title, and the men that they were working with previously had no idea that they had transitioned into men. And so with that, they treated them better. Their ideas were so great, and they had this thought that everything was okay, that they did such a better job than the woman that was there before. They said, oh, Susan was such a horrible employee. She didn't know how to do her job. I'm so glad you're here to do this job because she didn't know what she was doing. I'm so glad that there's somebody in this position now that knows what they're doing. Little did they know that Susan was Bob before. Or that Susan was still Susan, but was now a man. So it's just how women are treated, even though they are the same, they do the same things, but it just shows that the man's opinion was more valuable than the women's. Now, another issue is workplace violence. There statistically 12.7% of all work-related violence, or all violence, women violence, is put on what was actually work in the workplace. So these women were at more risk of being endangered or having some sort of work-related accident because it was a man actually committing a violent crime against a woman, whether it be rape, sexual assault, harassment. All these things were issues that are prevalent in the workplace, just depending on the different jobs that they do. A lot of men feel extremely intimidated or feel demasculinated when they are working with a woman doing the same job. Now, that's not to say that every man feels like that and that every man is going to treat women poorly because of the job that they do, but it does show that statistically these people were having violent crimes committed against them because they were women doing the same job as a man. Now, thank you very much. I hope that this speech has really helped you understand the different issues that need to be addressed and different ways to approach them in the workplace. So, again, the work-related issues are maternity leave and lack of promotion due to the fact that women can become pregnant. Another problem with was wage inequality and attitudes toward fellow employees being women. And then there's work-related violence. So thank you very much. My name is Kushan, and y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.